The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. You think you're working on yourself. You meditate, read self-help books, go to therapy, try every new healing method. But after years, you still feel empty, incomplete, as if you're running in circles. What if I tell you that you're not healing? What if you're just running away from yourself, only in a prettier, socially accepted way? Carl Jung warned us, the greatest danger does not lie in failing to reach our goal, but in reaching it and realizing it was the wrong one. Today, we will uncover the brutal truth about false healing, why you can spend years working on yourself without ever truly arriving, and what Jung knew about real transformation that the modern wellness industry is hiding from you. I'm not a guru. I'm not selling you a magic pill, but I will show you something that could change your life. The difference between healing and distraction. A few months ago, I received a message from Sarah. She wrote, "I've tried everything for 5 years. Crystals, chakra healing, breathwork, shamanism, ayahuasca, spiritual retreats. I know every affirmation by heart, but I feel worse than ever. What's wrong with me?" The answer is, nothing is wrong with Sarah. She just fell into the trap that Jung called spiritual bypassing, the art of fleeing from your own psyche while pretending to heal it. Carl Jung said, "Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens." But the modern healing industry has taught us the opposite. It sells us the illusion that healing is a collection of techniques, a to-do list, a spiritual lifestyle. You collect healing methods like Pokemon cards. Today, meditation, tomorrow, breathwork, the day after tomorrow, a new therapy form. You jump from workshop to workshop, from healer to healer, from method to method. But here's the uncomfortable truth. You're not healing. You're consuming healing. Let me tell you about Michael. Michael, 34, from Munich. He has spent over 15,000 euros on various healing methods in the last 3 years. Energy work, family constellation, hypnosis, spiritual coaching. His Instagram is full of inspiring quotes about transformation. But Michael is still the same man who felt unloved and incomplete 3 years ago. He has just learned to package it more beautifully. Jung would say, Michael lives in the persona of the spiritual person. He has put on a new mask, but his shadows are still there, just better hidden. False healing works like a drug. It gives you a short rush of insight, a feeling of progress, an illusion of change. But when the rush fades, you're back where you started. Only now you feel even worse because you think, if even that didn't work, what's wrong with me? Jung had a term for what we don't want to see, the shadow. And the healing industry has its own shadow that nobody wants to address. The shadow of healing is the fact that many people don't want to heal. They just want to feel better while remaining the same. Real healing means death. The death of your familiar identity, your familiar pain, your beloved stories about yourself. And that is terrifying. So you choose the gentler option, spiritual entertainment. You go to workshops that inspire you but don't challenge you. You read books that confirm you but don't confront you. You do meditations that relax you but don't transform you. Here's a test for you. If your healing work doesn't regularly make you uncomfortable, if it doesn't question your beliefs, if it doesn't challenge your relationships, then you're not healing. You're doing spiritual wellness. Jung said, there is no awareness without pain. But the wellness industry sells us the opposite. Awareness without discomfort, transformation without sacrifice, enlightenment without work. That's like trying to build muscles without ever lifting weights. You can spend hours reading about fitness, watching YouTube videos, buying the right clothes, But without resistance, without the pain of training, you'll never get stronger. Let me show you the difference between real and false healing. False healing says, "You are perfect as you are. Just forgive and everything will be fine. Manifest your dreams. Let go of the past." Real healing, according to Jung, says, "You must integrate your shadows." Forgiveness is a process, not an event. Change yourself, and the world changes. Understand the past to master the present. False healing feels good. It gives you immediate relief, positive feelings, the illusion of progress. Real healing often feels bad. It confronts you with what you want to avoid. Here's Lisa's story. Lisa, 28, from Berlin, came to me and said, "I've tried everything. Yoga, meditation, positive affirmations, but I still hate my father." All spiritual teachers had told her, "You must forgive. Let go of the hate. Send him love." But Jung would have asked, what if this hate is telling you something important? What if it's a part of you that needs to be protected? Lisa had to learn that her hate wasn't the problem. The problem was that she had never learned to set healthy boundaries. Her hate was her shadow, screaming, "Protect yourself." After a year of real work, not on forgiveness, but on integrating her shadow, Lisa found peace with her father. Not through spiritual bypassing, but through real psychological development. Jung called it individuation, the process of becoming whole, not perfect, but complete. Here are the steps to real healing. Step 1. Stop collecting. Start integrating. No more new methods. Take one thing that worked and go deeper, much deeper. Step 2. Recognize your shadows. Ask yourself, what do I hate in other people? That's your shadow. These qualities also live in you. Step 3. Accept your contradictions. You're not just light. You're light and shadow, good and evil, strong and weak. That's human. Step 4. Let comfort die. Real healing happens outside your comfort zone. If it always feels good, you're not growing. Step 5. Work with a real therapist, not with a coach who tells you what you want to hear. With someone who challenges you. Here's an uncomfortable truth. Most people who call themselves healed have just learned to package their symptoms spiritually. They call their anger setting boundaries, their fear, intuition, their depression, spiritual cleansing. They've changed the language but not the substance. Jung said, "Everything that remains unconscious will be experienced as fate." If you don't become conscious of your real patterns, your real wounds, your real shadows, then your life will be controlled by these unconscious forces, no matter how many workshops you attend. The hard truth is, real healing isn't sexy. It's not Instagrammable. It won't get you likes, admiration, or spiritual superiority. Real healing means sitting for hours with your most painful memories. It means looking at your ugliest truths. It means leaving the comfort zone you've built with spiritual practices. But here's the beautiful thing. When you walk this path, when you stop running from yourself, then real transformation happens. You stop being a spiritual tourist and become a psychological archaeologist of your own soul. Carl Jung spent his entire life understanding how people can become whole. Not perfect, not enlightened, not healed, but whole. The question is, are you ready for real healing? Or do you want to keep running from yourself, just in a more spiritual way? Write in the comments, "I choose real healing," if you're ready to end the distraction and begin the real work. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos about Carl Jung's psychology and the courage to become whole. You can see the next video recommendation here. Until next time.